I rode Canada's haunted train. I'll never forget what happened. So I was riding this train through Canada, and it was one of those old overnight routes, the ones where barely anyone rides anymore. The train smelled like rust and oil, and it was just me and a handful of other passengers. It was quiet, peaceful even, until somewhere around midnight when the lights flickered. For a second, I thought nothing of it. Old train, old wiring, right? But when the lights came back on, there was a man sitting across from me. His face was pale, and he was wearing an old-fashioned conductor's uniform. The weirdest part was I never saw him get on the train. He just sat there staring out the window. Outside, all I could see was endless black because we were in the middle of nowhere. I tried to shake it off. Maybe it was just some guy who looked a little creepy. So I closed my eyes trying to get some sleep before we reached our destination. But then the train let out a long, unnatural whistle. It wasn't like a normal train horn. It sounded like a scream stretched across the rails. When I opened my eyes again, the man was gone. I thought maybe I had imagined the whole thing until I noticed the window. There was a handprint smeared across the glass, too high up to be from any of the passengers. It looked like someone had been clinging to the outside of the train. A couple of cars down, I heard footsteps. They were heavy and dragging like boots on metal, so I called out, "Hello?" But there was no answer. The steps kept coming closer and closer, slow, steady, dragging. When I looked down the aisle, there was no one there. Only the shadows that didn't seem to match the train's sway. That's when the most terrifying part happened. The part that still makes me shiver. I felt someone sit down right next to me. The seat dipped under the weight, the cushion pressed down, and I turned my head. There was no one there. All I could see was the empty seat and the chilling cold air on my cheek. Whoever or whatever was on that train with me wanted to be as close as possible, but didn't want me to see them. That ride lasted until dawn, and I swear I never saw another passenger. But sometimes late at night, when I hear trains in the distance, I swear I can still hear that scream in the whistle. Stick around, folks! We've got more spine-chilling stories coming your way, so don't miss out!